Hello everyone, my name is BishiDove, and today we are playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. That's what we're doing today. Thank you for the interruption, PC man. The one time I forgot to turn off my sound effects. Oh no! Booba! We finished the first... not first. We finished the second Ace Attorney game last week. I just finished Justice for All last Thursday, and here we are, starting Trials and Tribulations. So this is the final installment in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. So after this game is done, I will be moving on to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So yeah, but also I finally got my Ono Michio shirt in the mail. I got this from Insert Coin. They do a lot of collaborations with RGG and Sega and make lots of different Yakuza themed things. And from their most recent drop of merch, this is what I wanted the most. So yeah, I think it's pretty much completely accurate to Ono Michio's shirt. So this will help when me and Ruuuvo decide to getting around to making the cosplay for Ono Michio. I would love to cosplay as Ono Michio, and now part 1 is finished, which was probably going to be one of the difficult things to do, getting all these stripes and stuff on a shirt, but the other most difficult thing is making an orange mascot head, so we'll have to tackle that at some point. So look at this little guy. Does he look familiar at all? He looks like Ono Michio, right? Well, I don't think all of you were in the community when this was created, so context. Last year, I think in December, I just decided to draw Ono Michio's face on an orange, and then I put him in my freezer. So he's been living in my freezer for like a long time.
Oh no!
And he still looks good! He's still, this doesn't look like a month's old orange. Looks nice and fresh. That face looks very charming, but is it Hasaku? I don't think so, but we can pretend. We can pretend. Alive out of spite. Juice him! How deranged do you think I am? No, just kidding. I just swallow it whole like a snake. Yeah, okay. We've been hanging out for quite a while, so I think it's about time that we go ahead and hop into Trials and Tribulations. So let's go. Your cake shoved into the cake? Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep misspeaking about cake. I am so sorry. Cake shoved into face. Yes, thank you. Ruuuvo, do you mind taking Ono Michio and putting him in the freezer for me? Take that out of context. The show must go on, but he must go home first. I just can't believe he doesn't, like, it's not discolored or anything. It's still orange. I'm just so surprised. Here you go. Thank you. Alright, Ono Michio is safe. He's sweating. Yeah, he's just like, please don't put me back in there. Please don't put me back in there, please. He wants to go home, but you keep him in the freezer. I saw a drop of water. He's defrosting. I can't let it happen. We gotta refreeze him. You're gonna love this game from the moment the trial officially starts. Not even worried about overhyping, because it's a fact. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready. Alright. Let's go. Hello? You weren't lying. Turnabout memories. Ma'am! Is this like a flashback? With our queen? Is it? Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. Let's go! Mommy? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. How did I get into this mess? Why did I do that? Oh! That Phoenix and Edgeworth? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. I don't think it's Edgeworth. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Oh. Definitely not Edgeworth. I see the middle part hair. That is Phoenix, though. I wouldn't mistake that hair anywhere. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. He's just a baby. He's just a baby. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Miss Mia? Yeah, I'm sorry. When I see a middle part that has the hair like that, I'm like, Edgeworth? No. Is that baby Phoenix? I think so. I'm gonna love the first trial. It ties into the other games as well. Oh yeah. This trial, even though it's a tutorial, is more in-depth and important to the overall game than any of the past tutorials. Nice. Phoenix, what did you do? Look at his sweater! His sweater's so cute. Just has a little heart with a P in it, right? I think we are playing as Mia. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Phew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Ah, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're gonna get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. My lapels? You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg, and at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What, with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean. What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think. Oh, dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Oh, is this how they meet? Oh, that's so cute. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem. Oh my god, he is so baby. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something? Mr. Rye? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. So you could say they don't get it right. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and, well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client and for myself. April 11th at 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mia! Mia, mommy! Mamma mia! You could say. I'm losing it a little bit. I'm sorry. She's alive! For now. For now! Let me catch up with y'all. Oh my gosh, baby Phoenix. Remember this guy? Of course I remember him. I remember Grossberg. Can you imagine Mia being nervous? Everyone's gotta start somewhere. I know, right? Like, in the current timeline, you know, last that we played, she's so confident and knows everything, and then we have to figure it out with her hints, but now she is the one confused. Phoenix is me right now with the sneezing. You can see his mouth under the mask. Wear a mask to contain the spread, huh? Makes sense, don't it? Almost logical, you could say. Respect the drip. Ma'am, I miss her. What did I say? You're immediately gonna love this game. You were right. You were right. Y'all know me too well. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh yeah, this guy. I don't think he had that hairdo last time, did he? He has a pompadour? The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well... You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. I'm looking respectfully. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well, well, well. Yes, Bob. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. Little girl! Little girl! That's a woman! That is a full-fledged woman in front of you, sir! Understand? Better not say that again. We'll all be over soon! What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? She's like, huh? Didn't work! She's just, huh? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. Hey Zoe, welcome! Glad you could make it. Uni has actively been stopping me from getting to these streams in time. No worries, we just started. His emergency was he needed to watch this case. I am certainly looking, but not at that guy's head. Hey Van, welcome. Bishi finally can catch the stream. Yeah, welcome in. I love her sprites so much. Yes, I am loving them too. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Doug did what? Stop! Finally, you get to play as Mia. Yes, I am very pleased. students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. Oh. There's a broken telephone line right above where the body is. Interesting. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, they then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. Court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. The crime took place behind an Ivy University building. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Hee hee hee! Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Ah, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. Ugh. What? Huh? Sir? I have to say this. I'm a professional. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Oh, God. Thanks so much for subscribing for 3 months, man. Thank you. Please don't clip this. Oh my God. Let me, let's just leave this lovely sentence on screen while I make a little subscriber paper for you. Here you go. There's your star, Van. While Grossberg talks about gross stuff. There it goes in the jar. Yay! Thanks so much for subscribing, Van. You continue to have access to all of our sound effects and our emotes and stuff like that. Oh my God. TMI indeed. TMI indeed. Oh my God. Yes, you have to say this. Thank you for the clip, PC man. Oh my God. I love how they made Phoenix as dorky as possible. Yeah, I'm loving all the characterization so far, except for the sentence Grossberg just said. Didn't love that one. I can't tell the cause of death from a photo. I mean, yeah. I can guess what it is, though. I can guess. The perfect time to catch up with chat, right? Alright. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing the R1 button. Alright, so we have Doug's autopsy report. Date and time of death 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Crime took place behind an Ivy University building. We have this photo. Okie dokie. All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just pressed the R1 button here. Now then, the attorney for the defense, please answer the question. What was the cause of death? Asphyxiation, electrocution, hypothermia, electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? The murderer used some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear it from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? Oh. Wow, wow, wow! Saving over justice for all. Alright. And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Motive? We don't even have that. Evidence? Oh wait, do we... Oh, we have profiles, okay. My superior and the head of Grossberg Law Offices. My client, a third-year art student at Ivy University. He currently has a cold. The victim, he was a fourth-year pharmacology student at Ivy University. Dahlia Hawthorne, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend. He has a girlfriend? Dated the victim, Doug Swallow, up until 8 months ago. Oh, I see. So she was with Doug first, and now she's dating Phoenix. So that's who they were fighting about before. Prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, it says third-year art student. I just totally glossed over that. I was thinking earlier, oh, he's in university, so I guess he's getting his law degree right now. No, he's in school for art? Oh. I'm sure he'll get more into it, right? We'll see more about that. He's petting his pompadour like it's a pet. He loves it. Oh yeah, I recognized him. Even though he has a pompadour now. I got it. They're really gonna call this a murder when there was an obvious broken power line? I know, right? I mean, unless Phoenix jumped up and cut the wire somehow, but I don't think so. Okay. Alright. No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Graybeard's face. Graybeard's face. Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the R1 button, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Probably the girlfriend. Take that! Aw. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. It's he. A baby. Even though he is in university, so he's not a baby, but comparatively. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect. Oh, no. He means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, achoo! Achoo! I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your... But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you I was. Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. I want to see Phoenix's graduate art portfolio, incomplete or not. Nothing but still lifes. Are they good? The victim and I. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Who? I see. So you hardly knew the victim? Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer. Phew, it looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? He. It seems you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? Come on, Mia. He's right. It's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? A contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. Uh-oh. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Uh-oh. So interesting seeing beginner Mia. Yeah, it's so interesting seeing this, like, different characterization of her. Alright. Oh boy. Time to cross-examine the little lawyer himself. He's got a mask, but it moves every time he coughs and sneezes. Not very effective. Yeah, I think it's a little too loose. Maybe just a little bit. The still lifes are all portraits of Edgeworth? Oh my god. Oh, my mask never wants to stay in one place. Oh my goodness. As usual, Phoenix doesn't know when to shut up. Oh, don't say that. I love seeing mentors starting out in any piece of fiction. Yeah, it's good to see where they came from, you know? I admit I was there. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened, anyway. Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Achoo! 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 Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police. Other students? That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock. I mean, he was in shock because he just saw someone die. What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Achoo! 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 Would you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So, you didn't know his face, or even his name, right? Right! Well, no. That is, I mean... So, which is it? Did you know him or not? Achoo! 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 Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me? Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person? Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, I see. Ah, young love, so bittersweet. But that's all I knew about him. He never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right! I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? If you wanna be my lover, gotta get with my friends, make it last forever. And then he just sneezes. Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me! I'm not a killer, I swear! Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true! Cross my heart! I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow? He should have just retired right here. He should have been retired for all these years already, and he's still going. The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Mia, there was a contradiction here. Mr. Grossberg. Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? I think so. I guess I'm turning off the tutorial. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. Mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're gonna state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of his testimony. Okay, let's see. So here, he doesn't have the Union Jack on his jacket, so that's gonna be what the contradiction is here. Damn tenure. How long has this man been like this? How did he even become a judge? Nepotism? Imagine having a competent judge, though. Might be worse. You know what? You have a point. I think you're absolutely correct. I think that would be worse. Okay, let's present this. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, You've been lying to me. Please forgive me! Phoenix! Maya, you made our client cry! Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. Wait, then what does the P stand for? What is she saying? What? Hee. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Stands for PP. Oh. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Ugh. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? It stands for Please Don't Hurt Me. A blocked word, probably. She means it stands for peon, or whatever she called him. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Hee. Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Uh-oh. It stands for POG. It stands for pig. No! It stands for Edgeworth. Cold Killer X sounds like a poison from a cheesy spy movie. It really does. Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. I like that Phoenix's sweater is a little pink sweater with a P on it inside of a heart. It's just so cute. Order in the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Hold on, I want to look at it. So that says... Jesus. So this says, time of death 3 p.m. But that does not say... Oh, wait. Oh, it's upside down, isn't it? Yeah. So the 12 is at the bottom. So this is a little past 3. So this is 3:05. And then this is 3 p.m. I don't know if that matters, but we'll take whatever we can get here. So I think it's time for our first note of the Trials and Tribulations playthrough. Yes, in the tutorial. Don't judge me. Okay, let's see. Go through all the notes from the other game. Okay, so time of death is 3, but watch says 3:05. I think. Okay. Imagine thinking this man is guilty. Your Honor, look at the defendant's sweater. I rest my case. He's totally guilty. Just notice his sweater is close to Edgeworth's color scheme. Oh. This chump is going down. Oh my god. Alright. Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
Ugh. This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids. Sir! Please stop. Please stop. Please. Stop. Would anybody like to add this as a quote before we continue? Grossberg, gross. He's just like me. No. Any takers? Do we want this immortalized for all time? I don't want to, but I will. Oh. We won't even, like, give whoever said the quote. It'll just be the quote out of context. He puts the gross in Grossberg. There we go. Welcome in, Cuddle. Oh no, no! Not 2 of them! No! Oh god. I forgot how to remove, hold on. Maybe I can fix this. Maybe I can fix it. Oh no. Oh no, I don't know the command. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh god. It's just in there twice now. I'll have to remember to delete it later. They're both in now. No! I don't know. Let's see. Quote. Remove. Let's see. I'm gonna try every variation. Quote. Delete. No. No. I don't remember the command. I'll try to fix it later. Oh god. Thank you for the quote. I mean, for the clip. What really happened?
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Achoo! 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 I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
Cross-examination. Oh, God. We have 2 of them now. This cold is making him delirious. Maybe. Maybe. The truth is, I went because he called me.
Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is?
Judge, please! It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
Oh. What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Dahlia Hawthorne!
Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details?
About timing of the meeting, about pharmacology department, forget about it. What a jump to go from art major to law major. I wonder if perhaps Mia could be a part of it. But it's weird because, like, I mean, I don't want y'all to tell me what the real story is. I want to figure it out through the game. But, like, I remember earlier on, Nick talked about becoming a lawyer because of Edgeworth. And here he is in university, not even being a law student yet. So we'll just have to see what that little switch was. That still made him go for law school. I got told he wasn't good enough to cut it in the art world. Oh no! Not his dreams being broken. Okay, timing of the meeting, pharmacology department. I think I'm just gonna go through it again and take it in better. I've gotten everything I need from this statement. It's time to move on.
In any case, let's continue with your testimony.
Yeah, let's go through that again. We agreed to meet at 2:45, talked, and then at around 3 we split up. Okay, let's do it again. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated meeting at 2:45? Yes, we were both there on time. Pharmacology department, studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. A little suspicious he had a whole laboratory. Run on high voltage electricity. Okay. Maybe about the pharmacology department? I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Ah. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, there we go. Agreed to talk. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up. So what was it you were talking about?
You know, achoo! That maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. Later, when I went back, I found him lying there.
So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up. Achoo! Achoo!
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Mini omelets! Oh. Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Mia? I think that's enough for now. Oh, sorry. I think that's enough for now. I was talking like Grossberg. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. But you're the judge! Your name isn't Frank. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? Hee. I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Do we have to have this conversation again, sir? That is a woman! Mia is a woman! Not a little girl!
However, there is one mystery that still remains. Yeah, how about we call him a little boy? Let's call Pain a little boy! Since he wants to say little boy jokes. Oh, God. Mia hates PDA, I guess. Magically delicious? What is he eating? Lucky Charms? Maybe she puts Lucky Charms in the omelets. That's why he likes them so much. Small mini omelets. I think Mia hates mushy stuff. I want to make mini omelets. It sounds very cute. I want to make omelets in general. I love omelets. One of my favorite breakfasts. I made shrimp fried rice today for the first time. Ooh, nice. So it wasn't fried by a shrimp this time? So it was human fried rice. Yeah, omu rice is very good. You look like the no maidens joke when you do that. No maidens? No maidens? Sad. Sad. Oh, I love fried rice, yes. It's like a Japanese fried rice with a thick, fluffy omelet on top. Yes. You hadn't even seen omu rice before? Yeah, it's very good. Ruuuvo makes omu rice for us sometimes. New meme format just dropped. Hope y'all grabbed your screenshots. Never had omu rice before, but learned how to make it in Genshin yesterday. It's basically the same thing, right? Oh. I want omu rice now. Yeah, if you're able to find somewhere that sells it or something, definitely try it. Human fried rice sounds even worse. Exactly. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Can't right now, or establish murder method. Let's see. Santa fried rice? Omu rice is pretty easy to make unless you're trying to do the omelet the difficult way. Yeah, right, like there is a way to make omu rice where like the inside of it is very gooey still, and then you like cut it open on top of the rice. But you definitely don't have to make it that way necessarily, and you can just still use all the ingredients and just make like a typical omelet, but with the right ingredients, right, Ruuuvo? Ruuuvo's the omu rice expert here. I haven't tried to make it yet. Okay, let's see.
So we have an inconsistency with the watch and the time of death. It's odd that he's holding the pills, but died from electricity. But I don't think I can necessarily establish the way he died yet. I mean, I can guess. It looks like the electrical wire came down and killed him. I don't know what caused that, but I think it was storming because there's an umbrella, and then Phoenix has a cold now, so... I don't know if I can actually prove it right now. I guess let me say establish murder method, because I think if I don't do that... I don't know, I saved, so let's just see. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Hee 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 hee. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Yeah, let's see if I actually can yet or not. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. How he was electrocuted. I mean, I could show that photo, right? I don't think there's anything else I could show. Let's see. As for the cause of death, I would say this picture captures it quite well. What? There's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? Ah, okay. Well, it's about right here. Well, naturally, it's right here. What is that? A string? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage, and because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then, the high voltage cable? Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant. Achoo. I guess. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. A palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Order! Order! That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, me. I wish he would lie about his hemorrhoids. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. But your hemorrhoids aren't.
So true, Grossberg, so true. Cool, man. Thanks for the insight. Fortune-telling butt beads! Oh. I can't even look at chat right now. I can't even look at y'all. The visceral disgust I feel in my body right now from that sentence. I thought what Grossberg said was bad. But y'all kicked it up a notch, huh? Another hemorrhoid quote. Great. I'm eating here. Oh my god. Meme has been dropped. Oh boy. Let me check. Is it in the Discord? No booba? Oh my god! That's great. Thank you. I looked so deranged. Oh god. Oh. I want to rip Payne's pompadour off his pencil neck. Oh. It's a snake, the rare university snake. This judge needs some help. He needs a lot of help. Why does the pharmacology research need specialized electricity? All the machines they're using to make all the drugs, yeah? Frankenstein drugs. Oh no. Thank you for the additional clip. Is this the third time he's mentioned them? It's like the third or fourth time, man. Like, it's excessive. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor.
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Seriously? Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye!
Oh.
No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
Things are serious now.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute! Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further...
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that.
Even he's sweating. What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you.
I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Oh, feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Oh, Jesus Christ! No more video games. Video games are canceled. We don't need them anymore. No more. No more games. Only me now. It's just me and you. It's just me and y'all. Alright? This is the rest of the stream. We're done with Ace Attorney. We're done. Alright? Thanks for the memories. It's great. It's a good run. But I've had it up to here with the hemorrhoids. I really have. The Harlem Shake of all things. Oh, that is foul. That is foul. When I push the victim. I knew it was coming. So did Grossberg because of his hemorrhoids. She's never had enough. Please no. Please no. I am disgusted. This is his defining character trait. Not gonna lie, I only remember 2 instances of it being mentioned. It's truly the gift that keeps on giving. Just like hemorrhoids. I can't get over Payne's screech objection, I know. Like, the way I'm voicing him is actually how he sounds. Did Phoenix Wright kill a man? On accident. I think so. Oh, God. Another hemorrhoid quote. We have like 5 now! This is too much. Can someone escort this man out of court into a surgeon? Please no! Thank you for the clip, you see me. Oh. This is like 8 years before the Harlem Shake meme. Oh, so like he's just referencing the dance, but not like the meme of the dance, right? I'm here for you, Bishi. Thanks. I bet Grossberg is also up to here because of his hemorrhoids. I hate this.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried, so I went back. But he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
Simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Jesus. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
All right. So let's save again real quick. Yeah, just the dance. His hemorrhoids really do have the gift of prophecy. They saw the meme coming from years before. Oh. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right! There was nothing like that at all!
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Hee. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
Probably leave it alone for now and come back to it.
Got other more pressing things to ask about. Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's move on, shall we?
Okay, so that's the loud noise. Okay. Okay, so we can get more information from this one, but I'm choosing not to do it yet.
He said so many things, just this one thing.
I'm gonna be honest, I can see how young Phoenix would be friends with Larry. Oh my gosh. Mia's desk slam pog. Okay, so we'll move on to this one. A while after I left, I started to get worried.
After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious. You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition?
Well, yeah. But like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Nope. Nobody. Jeez. Could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer.
Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear, I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions.
Okay, so yeah, let's press on this again. And I guess I'll save again, just in case.
You never know!
Not sure, but it was really loud. It was like a snap. I wonder what it was. Ask for more details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding.
Oh, is the umbrella breaking? It was like, crooked in the picture.
He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail,
kind of like the owner. Phoenix! This guy is dead! Oh my god! And they all think you killed him!
Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well... Of course it's important!
No hemorrhoids from, Grossberg that time. We're adding that quote! Gonna have like 10 hemorrhoid quotes, great! Yeah, he's dead, Bishi, because he was cheap and frail! Natural selection. Of course it's important.
This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Huh, how perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Let me look at this. Yeah, so I guess what we'll say is if he fell onto his umbrella, why is he now a few feet away from it? It means that someone else killed him, or it was an accident after he got up from being shoved by Phoenix. Okay. This chat is loaded with birds. Somebody call a doctor! Also, if Phoenix pushed him back, why is he on his chest? That's also a good point, yeah. Oh yeah, because the handprint is on his chest, so it doesn't make sense that he's lying on his chest. Very true. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you are certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah. You see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. Oh my god, that's why! Oh. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
Oof, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
I'm so sorry.
She keeps beating the crap out of him, oh my god. He died right after the push. How did he change his clothes? That's also true, yeah. Lots of inconsistencies here. Flame is redeemed. Take a sip. And Shin is redeemed. Posture check, so... I felt my back crack. But I don't think y'all could hear it. In his last breath, he rolled to the more comfortable position of his stomach. Yes, this is the third game in the trilogy that I have. So the first one was just, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And the second one is Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and this is Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Water? Tea? Just having some water. I usually just drink water during stream unless Ruuuvo brings me a little treat, like some tea or hot chocolate. Circumstances aside, that was a nice gesture to keep wearing that lovely sweater. Oh, I'm gonna be sad when this one's over. Enjoyed watching you play the second one. Well, thankfully, after this trilogy, there is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which I've heard is also really, really good. So I will definitely be jumping into that soon after finishing this game. So there's still more Ace Attorney to play after this, but then after the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I don't know what we'll be doing for Ace Attorney. We'll just have to see if they decide to port anything in the time it takes and stuff like that. There's more? Sick. Yeah, there's the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which just came out. Was that like last year, y'all? I think it was about a year ago. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. Okay, so... I guess I could just present the photo to this then. Let me press on it again. Let's see. Fell on top of the umbrella. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's really the most important thing that we get from this is that he fell on top of it. Okay, yeah. And then we already saw everything else. Okay, so let's press with the photo again, I suppose. Yeah, this one. Last year sounds right. What is time? I don't know anymore. Pretty sure it was around this time last year. And there's even more Ace Attorney games that they can't stream. I cry. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm holding out hope that they maybe port or make another collection of the other games at some point so I can play more Ace Attorney after the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, but we'll just have to see. Speaking of, anyone on PlayStation, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles and Ace Attorney Trilogy bundle is $40 on sale. Ooh, nice! Yeah, I believe the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles themselves are usually, let's see, like full price, 60 bucks or cheaper? It is usually... Oh no, it's usually 40. Okay, yeah, it's not usually 60. I like that. It's not like a full price, like $50 or $60 game. Yeah, 40 bucks. So for the same price of Great Ace Attorney, you can get the trilogy bundled with it. That's pretty cool. If you have Android or an Android emulator, Apollo Justice and the other one are well ported. We shall think about it. Also, welcome in, Spy. Oh, the bundle of those two together is $60 usually, so it's $20 off. Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty good. If you don't already have the trilogy, yeah. I'm probably gonna try to get the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles when they're on sale. There was a sale recently, but I don't need to buy the game until I'm done with this one, so I'm assuming there's probably gonna be another sale in that time, and it might be a little bit better. We'll see. Alright, so let's present this. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Order! Order! The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Umbrella added to the court record, owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But...
No buts! I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Phoenix's testimony added to the court record. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened.
Well done, Mia. Me and my hemorrhoids are so proud of you.
Hee hee.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Uh-oh. Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I think she might be the actual murderer.
Oh, God. Thanks for adding that quote. Did you see his hair? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Seriously, this judge needs help. A lot of help, yes. I can feel my hemorrhoids clapping for you, Mia. Please, God, no.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Ooh. Bad news. You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Time for Bay. Time for GF. Potentially murderous GF. April 11, 11:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So, I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh?
Uh-oh.
Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem.
Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse.
Oh. What is he wearing?
Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway,
Oh. What? So he's an art major, but is studying law on the side. It's so funny because usually it'd be like the opposite. Like he's studying law, but really wants to be an artist, so studies that on the side. He has a major in art and a minor in law. Oh my god. Yeah, liberal arts major, law minor. Very common. Yeah, I'd appreciate no spoils. No spoils, please. Oh my god. He's holding back talking about his hemorrhoids so hard. I hate this so much. Law is just a hobby. Art is a real job, okay? Art's like one of the few real jobs out there. Hey, studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, just like an aside. Anyway. Yeah, they made her look very pretty. She just has like a Southern Belle vibe to me, like the dress, the big parasol.
one day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love.
The day y'all met?
She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this."
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly.
Now I'm starting to get grossed out.
It certainly is a bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
That's sweet, Phoenix. Dahlia's present. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. What the hell is in there? Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
Oh.
What a strange girl asking for her present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Huh?
Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see.
Murder in the courthouse? Murder?
What are you reading there?
Let me see that.
Oh, I see.
Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say, and I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
Newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article from 8/28 almost 8 months ago. Let's read it. Murder in the courthouse? Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, just classic relationship banter, you know. Oh, you remember that present I gave you? I need it back now, please. Yeah, me and Ruuuvo say that to each other all the time. It's just our silly little inside joke. Oh my god. Almost 8 months ago. Alright. If you think that's the voice she needs, then go for it. Best Ace Attorney voices are always off the cuff. Or a little Southern Belle voice. I think I might, yeah. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you. Oh my god. I saw something in my peripheral vision. I thought it was a frickin' bug or something, and I was about to get really scared. It was a feather. Just a little... a little feather from my feather fan. Scared the crap out of me. The Pearl Demon voice. Oh. Phoenix is like this. Phoenix is like, this is just like the sitcoms I watch. My bed is calling me, and so I will see you all next time. Have a great stream. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, Rexanne. I really, really appreciate it. Hope you have sweet dreams, and hope we see you again soon. Phoenix is obviously very versed in relationships. Just realized something, Bishi. We never got the chicken cam. Oh yeah, I didn't show the chickens today. Okay, let's see what they're doing. Oh my god! Well, what perfect timing. Oh my god. There's Omelette and Olivia. Omelette was the one that jumped up in the air. I think maybe they're scared of the perch I threw in there. It was leaning against the wall, but they keep knocking it over. There's also a little mirror now. Look at, they're all surrounding the mirror. Oh! Peep! I don't know what they're doing. I tried to put some toys in there so they wouldn't be so bored. But I guess they're checking them out. Oh my god. They're like, is it dead? I think I killed it. Oh my god. Yeah, there's all the chickies. Looking at the mirror. I haven't seen them interact with the stuff yet. Oh my god. Omelette ready to invest in Senbei. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. They're just inquisitive, checking it out. That was so funny. Omelette just immediately jumps up in the air. But yeah, they're getting more and more rambunctious every day. They're getting very curious. I'm a little worried they're gonna start trying to jump out of the bathtub, so we might have to get them a different enclosure soon. Chickies! They're battling! Oh no, they were attacking and scared of maybe the stuff I put in there, but you gotta expose them to things now while they're babies so they don't, you know, get so scared of stuff. But like, we kind of want to give them a chicken swing in their coop later on, and I don't want them to be freaked out by it, so we might have to make the swing while they're babies so they can get used to it, but we'll see, we'll see. Let's see. Oh god. Have y'all seen the video of the roach crawling on a woman and it sits on her shoulders staring at her until she notices and gets scared? I think it's possibly fake, but would still freak me out. That is like nightmare material. I would be absolutely terrified. No, no thank you. I don't know, maybe it is fake. I wouldn't be surprised. What is your favorite first case in the game so far? And why is it this one? I mean, yeah, oh my god. They just keep flying around. Yeah, I mean, definitely would be this one. The other two tutorial cases, you know, were just a little bit silly maybe, but nothing to, you know, write home about. But this one definitely is very interesting. I like it so far. Pretty good for a tutorial trial. Do or can chickens peck for worms and eat them like other birds? Absolutely, yes. They will dig up bugs, worms, anything, yeah. They'll scratch around in the dirt and find them. Like she's making a cooking video or something. Oh, the roach video. Oh god. I mean, yeah, maybe it was fake so that it would get more views or something. Who knows? But if it's real, then that is very terrible. I would not enjoy that. I probably wouldn't be able to like fall asleep that night. Just from the trauma. Alright, the chickies are, I think, going back to sleep, so good night, chickies. Alright, let's get back to Ace Attorney. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. To be continued. Right now! I like it. Alright. Let's keep going. April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Alright, so Grossberg is looking for some more evidence for us to work with. Hopefully he finds it. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Oh my god. Her eyes look dead inside though, like, I don't trust her. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity! I can't believe he actually said that. Oh my god.
Oh, now then, witness. Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. We all believe and trust you immediately.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You were all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all!
It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor's all mine!
No, the honor's all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I like this song though. All of these references are killing me. They are killing me. First the Harlem Shake, and now I got milkshakes brings all the boys to the yard. Yeah, the localization team had a good time with this one. Oh my god. Definitely not yours, Mia. Yeah. It's not like we all call her mommy or anything. Yeah, my taste is a little bit more Mia than Dahlia. Delia? Whatever her name is. Miss Hawthorne. Oh my god. Yep, the judge is shrimping. He's shrimping. She wears pink. Definitely Raimi vibes. Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't read out your message from earlier, but yes, she reminds me a little bit of Raimi from JoJo. Every game has their own little save jingle. I always found that charming. Yeah, I like that they change it for all the games. I like it. She did it. Clearly. She's too perfect. The voice is perfect. I like the Country Belle voice interpretation. Thank you. Miss Murderer. I wasn't looking at the screen until you read that. I am shooketh that that is an actual line.
Sir? Is there something I can help you with, dear?
You just go on and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake.
Even the little butterflies around her.
Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Feeny? Yes, I can see why you'd say that. She's going to be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Feeny? Phoenix? Feeny? Oh. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. Her little face.
I'm perfect. I'd been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
Blam!
Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Oh my god.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth.
But I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
Tee-hee, you haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes, we've met before, once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. They've got a history.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madame? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. Wow. See, she's throwing shade. She's not so innocent. She's doing that southern shade where it sounds like they're just being respectful, but they're really insulting you. It's a very specific kind of shade. I'm thinking how funny that line would have been if the game was a voiced visual novel like Zero Escape. The butterflies are gonna turn into vampire bats or something. Now, if she turns out to be a vampire, I might actually like her a little bit more.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. You see, I didn't bring any milkshakes to any yard.
I don't think it took her 12 seconds. Yeah, I think it was a lot quicker than that.
Feeny and Dougie were arguing because Feeny made a teach me how to Dougie joke, and Dougie thought that was very tasteless.
Raised in that shade, I mean. We met before. once on the battlefield.
I've been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeney, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Sanrio poetry.
Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. She does not like her.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? She is so done with this.
Feeney and Dougie were talking behind the building.
So who is this Dougie person?
Oh, he's my Teach Me How to Dougie instructor. Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow, and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean?
Oh, look at her little sad face.
I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next?
Look at them crocodile tears.
Not this shit. Love Mia's internal monologue, I know.
Suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and collapsed.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feeney never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Maybe I'll leave it alone and then press on everything else first, but I mean, there's a contradiction there because she said that he just fell over when there is evidence that there's a handprint on his jacket, so Phoenix did push him. So I'll leave it alone for now, but we'll come back to it. I suppose her statement works in our favor for now. I'll hold off on looking into it any deeper until it's necessary. Very well, young lady. Please go on with your testimony.
That's when Feeney noticed that I was there.
And what did Mr. Wright say when he saw you?
I'm sorry. I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me.
Really? You don't remember?
Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only minutes prior.
That's because you're senile. Please, someone, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me. Do it! Do it, Queen!
I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
Oh, really? The students knew what was going on? We're gonna need some more details on that one. She's the perfect rival for Mia. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Is what she said. Yeah, let's press. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened.
That's what you just said.
It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes, I was just so... I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl. She's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Right. Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Okay, yeah, so let's go press on the other thing. So... I think it was this one? Collapsed on his own. Defendant never touched the victim. Beanie never did a thing to Dougie. Okay, yeah, so let's press on this. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never...
Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition.
What?
That is, she has no supporting...
Just stare him down.
Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
You should be afraid. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
Okay, so that's the new thing.
Didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
Okay, went to go find some other students. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's press on this. You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes, that's right.
Didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break!
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
She's doing like the
Mr. President.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Okay. Went to go find other students and they called the authorities. Telling a super obvious lie. Let's see. Okay. I'd been planning to go back to Feenie's place after class was over. Feenie and Dougie were talking behind the building. I actually didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual. So we can probably present to this, Phoenix's testimony. Well, no, this one talks about the umbrella. I'm not sure. Not the Marilyn Monroe Happy Birthday Mr. President voice. She may be a big faker, but I do like her braids. Oh no, yeah, I like her hair. It's very cute. I don't trust her. Not one bit. You won't pull a fast one on me, missy. Okay, Feenie and Dougie were talking behind the building. I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting. Let's press on this again. You didn't see it? Yeah, this. I saw the moment when Dougie fell. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't... Oh, right. I didn't hear anything unusual. So yeah, it would, yes, the loud sound. There was a loud sound when this happened. No, it was the testimony. Yes, okay. Okay, let's present that. Okay. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. Appreciating the butterflies and the birds.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? She's getting nervous.
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise, like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
Heck!
May I have a moment to answer?
The judge will be like, anything for you, little princess. She is maxing out the timeout on her girl boss ult ability. Mia is very much girl boss in the best of ways. May I have a moment to answer? By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the same time. I was listening to death metal and it was so loud I couldn't hear a thing.
Just respect your surroundings. It's not death metal, but... My brother has Doom music on in the background. Dahlia with the Doom soundtrack is great. I bet she listens to Nightcore. Oh my god.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out.
Hee. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. She didn't hear anything. She was listening to music. There was lightning. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? You did go to school, didn't you? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? That's what I'm saying! This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact a victim of a stray bolt. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? All right, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you don't say objection.
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3:00 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
Which means 10 years from now. I know university budgets. I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Student's testimony added to the court record. The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on 4/9 at 2:55 p.m. Okay, so the cable broke at 2:55, but the power went out at 3? And then his watch was stopped at 3:05. Okay. I'm gonna write down a bump to the pole would knock it over. It does say impact, but okay. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. Let me save real quick. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. I mean, I sometimes listen to some songs quite loud. I mean, she might not be lying, but... She's a lit major, hence the illusions. True. It's amazing how much of this could be cut out if there was an autopsy. Not a single thought in his head. Yeah, not a single thought in the judge's head. Loving Mia so much. I love Mia. Stray Volt, eh? I'll see myself out. I knew it from the dang picture at the beginning of the case. How convenient! But yeah, now they're saying it's not possible, so we'll see. As you can see, there was an autopsy that didn't list a cause of death. Honestly, I forget what it says. It says electrocution. Yeah, so cause of death is a fatal electric shock. So I get, you know, they did do an autopsy actually. It's just that we don't know what caused the electric shock. So that's what we're trying to figure out. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Okay. Well... do we want to say Phoenix? Because he did push him. I mean, that is something that happened. So, for instance, if we said that Phoenix shoved him and then he fell into the pole, that does not mean that Phoenix killed him. It just means that him shoving the guy into the pole made the wire come loose. So then when he stood up, maybe he accidentally ran into the cable, so it would still be an accident, not a murder. Or who or what was it that caused the cable to break? So we could say the person who caused it was the guy, Doug.
Because he's the one that fell into it, causing it to fall. So I don't know whether to say Phoenix or Doug. I did save, so I can always load it. I think I'll say one of them. Yeah, the old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on 4-9 at 2:55 p.m. And then Phoenix and the guy met up at 2:45. I don't think it really says what time he shoved him, though. I might say Doug first, because it was Doug falling into it. Because Phoenix pushed him. Or I'm supposed to say Phoenix because he pushed the guy into the pole. I don't know, actually, but let's say Doug and see what happens.
This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor.
Yeah. I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, let's try Phoenix. Okay.
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that...
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
No. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here.
Ah!
In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. I would say the judge, just to see what he would say. It was your fault, Judge. You're guilty. I like that she still wears the magatama. May have left the village for her career, but never forgot her roots. Yeah. And I don't remember if it talks about whether she ever still practiced her her spirit channeling after she became a lawyer. I don't think so, right? Like she just kind of abandoned it. But she was supposed to be one of the most powerful channelers. I don't remember all the details of her lore. I forget. I have thoughts, but I'll keep them to myself unless you want it. Yeah, I'll ask for help if I need it, of course. Most of the time I'm just kind of speaking rhetorically. Like, oh, I wonder what I'm supposed to say. Order! Order in the court! The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have...
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? Madame Attorney's explanation, she said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What the?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
Oh, of course it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice.
Oh my god.
The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. but Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
This is where the watch is gonna be important. Less than a minute, huh?
I don't think so.
Okay. Alright, got it. Yep, she did it. Yeah, you know. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I'll just have to tell the truth.
She says as she's lying.
Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Oh my god.
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge,
Yes?
would you please forgive little old me?
Oh my god! Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury. Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time. But please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Ho, ho, ho. Playing him like a damn fiddle. The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl.
First time was into the electrical pole.
Oh, beware, Your Honor. I got a trophy.
The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke.
Whenever they say something too specific, you just know they're full of it, right? This is amazing. Your voices are so good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
She started off saying Phoenix did no pushing, and now she's like,
Phoenix pushed him twice and gave chase, and then beat him over the head with a club like a caveman. It was so gruesome.
oh my god. Okay, first time was into the pole, that's when the cable broke. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Yeah, okay. And Dougie tried his best to run away. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
What?
Miss Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wished the best for them both and that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. Oh, come on!
And what happened after that?
Then Feeny said, yabba dabba do. It was all very unsettling.
What? Yabba dabba doo! She is simultaneously my least favorite type of person and who I strive to be. A girl boss who can cry her way out of trouble. She is very powerful, yes. You said he hit him like a caveman. Okay, I see.
Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind.
That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
No, there weren't.
Madame Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Oh, shit. Ugh.
Cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
Yeah, this is where the contradiction's gonna be. Your voice acting for this character is so on point, I'm actually getting uncomfortable. Well done! The passive aggressiveness is off the charts. This is my best performance yet. My least favorite kind of aggressiveness, yep. And Southerners are the absolute best at passive aggressiveness, I'll tell you. Alright, Chris. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold, especially a cute little princess like you. Does this outdo the Any-Mini performance? I think they're both pretty good, right? Are you Team Any-Mini or Team Dahlia? I don't know. They're both stellar. Aw, thanks. I can't get over the butterflies. They have like 2 frames and are moving so sporadically. I mean, they are little butterflies.
They're just my little friends. I raised them from when they were little baby caterpillars. I only fed them the very best of dandelions.
Valley Girl or Southern Belle? I can't choose. These are gonna be my 2 favorite voices to do now. The way you do your Southern accent reminds me of a reading teacher I had in elementary school. She was as Southern as they came. Definitely Any-Mini. I mean, I did even cosplay her, so... I went the extra mile. I don't think I'll be cosplaying this one. But... I wonder... She does also have red hair, but I don't have a lot of hair to work with on this side, so I don't think I could do the braids.
I fed them dandelions right from my garden.
If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Okay, I think it's the last one. So the truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. First time was into the pole, that's when the cable broke. Then, Dougie tried his best to run away. The Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind, cable snapping, Dougie being electrocuted, happening in less than a minute. So, it's not gonna be the watch, I think. It's actually going to be... Okay, so the old power cable broke due to an impact at 2:55. So we're probably gonna present this because the time of death is at 3. So it's 5 minutes, and she's saying it was all so fast, it was less than a minute. So that doesn't make sense, so... Let me save first, just in case. And then let's try presenting that. Alright.
I fed them the souls of my enemies. All natural and organic, of course.
Okay.
Organic, local, farm-grown souls. Only the best for my little caterpillars.
That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? She's like losing her mind.
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. Oh, I probably could have shown the watch as well. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah!
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval?
So it's actually 10 minutes.
The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow, which was probably you. Order! Order in the court!
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
Yeah.
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Yeah, I'm gonna save anyway, but I mean, it's Dahlia. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer? I'm really liking the music so far in this game.
Vegan souls only.
Can't wait for you to hear the cornered theme. Ooh. Also, that hair flip animation is... Oh, yes. That's probably my favorite animation of Mia so far. Vegan Souls, Elden Ring 2. Alright, Dahlia. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How can you?
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Yeah, what a weird thing to say, like,
I was just watching them fight and enjoying the show.
Order, order, Miss Faye. What? I mean, why? Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Ah!
Oh, the butterflies are back.
How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge you are... Oh. Hello? Oh! Your Honor! Please, I have something I want to say! Achoo! You? What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. That's what you think, Phoenix! Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Ah!
Achoo! Achoo! Leave my Dolly alone! He's shrimping too hard. He's shrimping. His first hold it. Oh my god. Ah, that boy. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Police report added to the court record. A report on the incident 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oh. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Okay, hold on. Let's look. Incident overview. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date and time, August 27, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28, occupation lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Ooh. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Ah, okay. Yeah. So, the little vial that she gave to Phoenix, she gave it to him so that she could get rid of the evidence. This is Dahlia's poison. She poisoned Armando, and she wants it back from him, probably so she can destroy it. But Phoenix is like, oh, you're so silly, Dahlia. How could I give back a present you gave me? And he thinks it's a token of their love, and then that's probably the only reason that she's hanging out with him and being his girlfriend is so that she can try to get it back. Okay, I see. It's clear as day now. It's clear as day. Okay, got it all figured out. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Literally weaponizing her tears right now. Like, literally, you won't let me do what I want. Oh my god.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this.
Weep!
Sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Ah, I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she in fact had a very good reason. Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
How I met my Feeny! My little Feeny Weenie!
Ooh, gossip. Oh, no. No! Dahlia.
Hello, Mr. Hemorrhoids.
Can't even say it. It's disgusting.
Not the Feeny Weenie!
Her tier game is overpowered. Very overpowered, yes.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Phoenix? Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Cross-examination. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. Is Phoenix's interjection still there? No. Okay. Alright, met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow?
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Makes sense. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Call an ambulance, but not for Mia. Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. Yeah, because we hand it to him. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. Udgy is a better nickname than Judge Fickle. The court stenographer, like, not even gonna write that down. Moving on. Let's just mark that from the court record. Let's just strike that.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room.
The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you, if this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case. I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. No, it does have to do with it. We have to know why she's there. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
You were writing a paper? On what?
On the relationship between modern Seiryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now that I've forgotten what I've forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff? Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. Okay, so we probably can use it on that, but let's press on everything first. I feel so bad for the stenographer in charge of Ace Attorney cases. Just the most ridiculous things they've ever had to type. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Sorry. Grossberg, stop backseating. Banned. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat.
Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome.
Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking. Hey, why'd you have to throw your wife under the bus?
Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny. He came right out of a patch of cow dung.
Or the courthouse artist. They are sketching wild breakdowns every week. Is he complimenting his wife, or is he saying his wife is not hot? I took it as, yeah. I avoid thinking about pain. I think he was taking a jab at his wife there. Let's see. The poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny.
We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
No, none at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be.
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her? I don't know if this is relevant. I'm gonna press just to see what happens, but I don't know if it's important. Oh, I think he was saying his wife is out of his league? Oh, okay, so he was saying that she's hot. Well, he doesn't deserve her then. Work is done, but at what cost? Hey, welcome back, Zoe. Yeah, I've given Dahlia a Southern Belle voice. Okay, let's press further and see. So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see...
What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
Eh? No one cares, Mr. Payne. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature. Listen to me, Maya. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see? So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. Yeah, so I got it. Yeah, so we're gonna... Let me save first. I'm going to present the stuff that Grossberg gave us. Yeah. Yeah, and it does say the suspect is Dahlia. Okay. Let's do it! Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? Mm-hmm. The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order! Order! This is unbelievable! It's true then. The loveliest rose can... I didn't get it.
Miss Faye, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart. In my buttocks. Please stop, sir. Please stop. No one wants to hear about your butthole. Please. Please. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Sir! Por favor! Llámate! Oh, God. Can someone just take him to the doctor? Please. I can't clip it, it's too much. Oh my god. No one cares, Mr. Payne. Kindly go back to being a lowly tutorial scrub. Oh my god. I took an internship as Grossberg Law Offices, and let me tell you about my mistake. I would quit if my mentor was like this. Same. I think he's crying for help. This is a cry for help. Oh my god. Yeah, very much. Oh, Jesus. Thanks for the clip.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my god. Okay. I gotta... Oh my god. Okay. Poisoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today, and I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Oh! What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Aha! Me! You're glowing with the true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Yo, Dahlia, can I have some of that poison? Only a spoonful. Just a spoonful of poison. Makes the medicine go down. If it wasn't for this chocolate bar I bought in my uni's little market, I would be in flames. Oh my god, the localization team was like, one day a streamer will read all of our hemorrhoid puns on Twitch. And they're evil for that. You sure know a lot about that poison, right? So specific. Wolf has redeemed a Ruuuvo message.
I can hardly tell what's more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
I laughed so hard I made my kidney hurt.
My poor kidney.
Oh, that is foul. That is foul. Go to jail. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria. What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all about that incident?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you. You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Those two really are making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons. The Ruuuvo voice. At this point, just send the bailiff out for some preparation H. This has gotta stop. Oh no, she's an astrology girl. It's okay, she's not bad. She's just a Virgo. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean, Wolf? Hmm? Huh? Got a problem against Virgos? Huh?
I see the likeness.
No Virgo?
It's in the eyes.
Hello? I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. So we already pressed on that.
You both have red hair. Coincidence? I think not. Her hair is like bright red, and mine is like a dark wine pink red. Okay? Oh my god.
I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes?
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop! Girls don't poop! Are you stupid? Especially the cute ones! My little dolly would never poot! She's too cute!
I've never disliked Phoenix as much as I do right now. Phoenix was even more of a himbo as a lad. Wow. Yeah, just... Like, he's in college. He's in college. I feel like this is a thing that, like, you stop thinking maybe after 12.
You know, he's a dumb undergrad. Let it slide. I won't! I won't let it slide! I've let enough slide! I've had enough! We got jokes about hemorrhoids, buttholes, poop! Where does it end? Where does it end?
I can only take so much. Yes, I'm a Virgo. Oh my god. Come on. Allow me to introduce you to an early Mythbusters episode. Sad that they had to do an episode about it. God. Dahlia just has that effect.
I've never pooped, not even once. Even as a baby. My body just reabsorbs it so I don't get dirty.
My kidney! My kidney! He's 20 and in college. He should know better. Yes.
I'm just built different, I guess.
Oh. My perfect little dolly doesn't poop.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. Little Dolly doesn't poop.
Oh, Feeny, please.
The police have already looked into this whole matter, huh?
Are we still talking about whether she poops?
That's not what they're talking about, right? I'm crying. The police have already looked into this whole pooping matter. And they've determined that girls cannot poop. Science says so. Questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Everyone knows that women don't poop.
Objection sustained. Ms. Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. Oh my god. Sure, PC Man, yeah, you can post something. This is too much. This is too much. Okay, did we learn anything from this though? Aside from the fact that they think that girls don't poop. We learned that she was away for 10 to 20 minutes. I think that's it. Okay, oh my god. Oh, the Mythbusters. Okay, there you go. There you go. I think I've seen it. When I'm not looking at the screen, I love the game of figuring out if you're joking, since you're good at maintaining your voice. I like to just throw in little jokes sometimes. Gotta keep y'all on your toes. Was it canon dialogue or not? Okay, I left my seat for a moment. That's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drop says it's 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? Okay. I think what she's gonna be getting at is that this bottle is like the perfect size to hold the amount of poison, right?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone, not me, must have quietly slipped it in there.
Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh? And where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policemen saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get poison like that.
And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye, don't you?
She's right, and I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now just how did a literature student get a hold of poison of all things? Okay. Well, we could talk about this vial, but I don't know if we're quite there yet. Police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. The poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. Unclear how the poison entered the victim's cup. Well, okay. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria. I left my seat for just a moment and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was very special. See, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Maybe it is the necklace? I can't really think of anything else. Well, if he's a pharmacology student and she was dating him, I could even present Doug, maybe? And say, like, well, she knew Doug. Because I don't know if the bottle is really the option yet. I feel like we have to get another step first. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna press on everything again and not voice act, and I'm just gonna kind of read it. I can't believe this is just the tutorial case. I mean, like, it's definitely not the most difficult case that I've tried to do. Like, I can tell it's a little bit easier. And when I do get stuck, it's just for like a little bit, but I do like how intricate it actually is, yeah, for a tutorial case. Like, I want to know what happened. I'm just now beginning to catch my breath. Has anyone done a joke with a vine that goes, you can't sit with us? Actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids. Not yet, but you sure did. How many quotes and clips have we gotten out of this? Too many. Too many. Good indication of what's to come. Yeah, I feel like this game is gonna be pretty good. It's longer than I expected. Oh yeah, for sure. Relates to the characters while past tutorials were kind of separate. Yeah, definitely I think this is the most well done tutorial case because it actually feels like I'm playing the game and it's not just like an excuse to learn the controls. The P on Phoenix's sweater stands for poison! That's the evidence. Okay, let's press on everything, so... What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Confidential, you were being interviewed regarding another case. You said you want to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Tell us about that. It has nothing to do with the case. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you? Okay, so nothing there. Left my seat for a moment, that's when it happened. How long were you gone? 10 to 20 minutes. Where were you during that? Police have already looked into this. Line of question is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Okay. Liquid poison that's lethal at 2 teaspoons. Okay, lethal at 2 teaspoons. How much liquid is 2 teaspoons? My bottle of eye drop says it's a half fluid ounce, which is 3 teaspoons. So she's saying it's about 2/3 of that amount. 2/3 of a half fluid ounce. Okay. Oh, that's important, but I wrote it down. Found in the mug of coffee. Must have been after I left. Heard it was a very special kind of poison. How so? Almost impossible to detect. Where'd something like that come from? Advanced chemical processes. I'm innocent, wouldn't even know where to get poison like that. Maybe I'll just present the bottle, or it's Doug. All we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten the poison. Okay. Maybe I will show Doug. I don't know. But I think I need to press to this dialogue here. Okay. Let me try Doug, I guess. I don't know. It's that or the bottle. Ooh. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, The culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You. I like this song.
No!
You were right all along. Gotta have more faith in yourself. I know. I just wanted to be sure. I've always defended the amnesia tutorial, but this one is the best for sure. Yeah, I really like this one. This is it, cornered. Okay, I figured. Fun fact, the pink sweater is a DLC costume for Phoenix in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh my god. That's great. Order, order, order! Could it be?
That's nothing but a baseless
May I say something, Madame Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madame, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof, don't you think?
Proof? She got me good with that. Oh, come on, Mia. Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're gonna lose this lead. The police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse, and yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
I know exactly where it went.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? Goop, goop, goop. I'm already in the middle of drinking it! No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No! Wow!
Order! Order in the court! On behalf of Dolly, I object!
Mr. Wright, control yourself!
I won't let you bully her like this! Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Because I'm madly in love with her! Cringe. No, just kidding. Yikes. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess you must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... she's madly in love with you! Because of that necklace! To keep you quiet. It's either the necklace or to keep you quiet. I mean, she did say she wanted the necklace back from him. So I think she keeps trying to convince him to give it back. So I think it is the necklace. Because he doesn't know anything, so why would he be kept quiet, you know? Gotta appreciate how Dahlia does actually try to cover her tracks, because she knows pain won't do anything. His first objection. Aww. She called you a mushroom out of dung. She does not like you. Okay, let's say the necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not, madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for her present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying! But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you meet. That's why she... I don't believe you. No! That's a lie! Wah! Eek! Struck a chord there. Forget! Mia, are you alright? Ah, the defendant! He's getting away! Bailiff, hurry! After him! Phoenix ran away! Aww. A broken heart. Mia! Mia! Are you alright? Yes, I think so. What happened? That boy. He went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone. Oh. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Oh wow. He slammed into Mia? And stole the necklace. Wow. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now? Get it back from him? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. He's already stirring things up even then. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace. I ate it. Well, I guess all we gotta do is wait. Why is there so much, like, butt and poop jokes? Why? Why? You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah, you chewed on glass and ate it? What the? What? What is he doing now? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Well, I guess that would prove that it's in there.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it would seem. Yeah, but like... if it was trace amounts, it might not kill him. It said lethal at 2 teaspoons, so that's where we're gonna win this thing. It didn't have enough poison to kill him. Oh yeah, rip is a special sound effect. Let me at him. The other games never happen. This man chewed glass. Nick, honey. Hey, Cobra, welcome. Not Phoenix's greatest moment. No. Sorry, Your Honor, I got the munchies and ate the evidence. Phoenix chews glass right. What a guy. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that, or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life,
And that would be a mistake.
which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. I mean, we do have evidence. Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything? We'll see. That man's hair is so annoying. Is it possible to just rip it off and throw it away? I mean, technically, he loses that pompadour later. Since this is technically a flashback, so it won't be there forever. But yes, I would like to think someone just ripped it off of him. Got fed up with it. Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial. Oh. Phoenix? Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day. The day I met Doug Swallow. That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Who? Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Ooh. Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. Oh. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly. Ooh.
Your Honor, the defendant is...
Miss Fay, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. I don't think so. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Fay. If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. Think carefully means I need to save. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore... Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Well, with what Mia just said, I would say she actually was going to kill Phoenix. I guess, right? There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way, and that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Poor Phoenix. Poor dumb Phoenix.
Feeny, what a joke you are.
Oh? Here comes her true personality.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne? It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine, then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
I can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No. What?
You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Yeah, very good comeback, Dahlia. Very original. Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? I don't know. If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly!
Stupid woman.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Poison was in there. Ah. The cold medicine. And it did go missing. She probably took it from him during lunch and then was gonna have the poison in it. Oh boy. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
It's gotta be this one.
The sporadic butterflies. They return! I like how her southern twang became more sinister. Total 180. More hair flips, please.
Poor Feeny.
She's scary. Wow. Very mature, Dr. Seuss. Not the gray hair comeback. Gotta say, great villain. I dislike her and her dead eyes. Yeah, from the beginning, her eyes just have no soul in them at all. I love Dahlia as a villain, just the absolute worst person. Same appeal as Unguard for me. I love to hate them. Alright, let's present the Code Killer X. Funny that it has killer in the name, too. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Code Killer X? Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Hee. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us.
She was the one who took his bottle of Code Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about? She did the same thing?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Code Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized,
I can't allow Doug Swallow to live.
She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought,
what if they search me like that did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar.
Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Huh? Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us! I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Oh, the butterflies! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being,
Victory is yours.
for the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Why? Yes.
I'm gonna go spend a little quality time with the man in blue now. I wish you all the best.
She's scary.
Phew. It's finally all over. Oh my god.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said.
There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see, yes.
And here comes the back pedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
I didn't think so.
Yeah! But my hair! It's flying off my beautiful hair now! No!
That's how he loses the pompadour? From stress. From stress. He deserved that.
Mr. Payne? About Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
L+ ratio. Yeah, stress from a single case.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fey,
Yes, Your Honor.
was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true. My dear Dolly! Achoo! Achoo!
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty.
Phoenix is just like sobbing. Poor thing.
This court is adjourned. His soul was literally in his hair. He's a hollow husk of a man now. He kept all his brain cells and his soul in his pompadour. April 11, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Ah, we did it. Oh my god. I knew it. Vampire. Someone get some garlic and a steak. Textbook sociopath. Creepy. Lovely. Totally not creepy. Get wrecked, pain. Bye-bye, precious hair. Relatable. Much better than I imagined. Yeah, that was great. He got so stressed out he aged a century. You fell off. Rapid onset stress hair loss. Conflict of interest, maybe, but shh. I'm not gonna talk about it. Bye, everyone. Was so fun, but it's so late. Good luck, everyone. Good night, Van. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. See you later. Mia, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Vesuvius. Just had to get one last hemorrhoid joke in there, didn't you? I am never gonna look at this man the same again. I don't like the way his mustache twitches. He can't sit anywhere, this poor guy. One more hemorrhoid for the road. I hate today.
Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about
that? Please! Please stop! I am begging you! That's rather rude. I think it's rude to talk about your hemorrhoids every 5 seconds!
But maybe that's just me.
Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You know, I was thinking... Go on.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
The cognitive dissonance. The cognitive dissonance. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. It's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
Eek! What kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department?
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. So he gave up his art dreams for Edgeworth.
It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges.
Yeah, his voice really changed in 5 years.
I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now, but even so,
I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories, the end. I did it in one stream! Ooh! We got a trophy, Turnabout Memories. A brand new episode has been added. Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. Ooh! That's gonna be it for us today, y'all. We're finally gonna get to meet this character. I have always seen like fan art and screenshots of this character, but I don't know anything about him, so I am excited to learn who he is and what he's about. But anyway, that will be something for next time. Next Wednesday when we play Ace Attorney once again. But yeah, that's the end of the stream today, y'all. So true, Queen. I love Mia. I love her even more now. That was great. That was a great first trial. Now we know it wasn't just Edgeworth who inspired his career change. Yeah, it was a combination of Edgeworth and Mia, I guess. Note. Night Bishy can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait either. So yeah, like I said, I'll be playing more of Trials and Tribulations next Wednesday. And we will start on episode 2 that day. But either way, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Today's stream was very, very fun, and I'm glad y'all could experience that with me. So, one of your best streams ever. Very, very fun, yes. Had a great time today. So many hemorrhoid jokes. It was great. It was great. Not traumatizing at all. Oh my god. But yeah, hope you'll have a wonderful night. There's my social media. I'm most active on Twitter and YouTube. I also have a Discord open to anybody, and that's the best place to be for stream updates and to hang out with all of us off stream. And yeah, I almost missed your message talking about the Ono shirt. Yeah, this just came in the mail today, my Ono Michio shirt, which is going to help a lot for when we get to make an Ono Michio cosplay. So I would love to be my favorite character of all time. Oh no, Michio. But yeah, anyway, hope you'll have a wonderful night, and I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye!